welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So today I'm going to make a garden tart, if you will. I'm going to use some puff pastry and get some use out of some vegetables from the garden and herbs, and it's going to have zucchini and tomatoes and onions and herbs and eggs and cheese, and who couldn't want some of that? Oh, don't forget the cream. Anyways, all in a bed of puff pastry baked off. So if this inspires you to stay with me, and I certainly hope it does, go down in that show more box below and visit my Wild Tree website right alongside my Facebook page. Go hit that like button over there, and maybe hit the like button here if you like what you see. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I've got 660 videos over here, and from canning to gardening, share a little bit of our life and what we do in the kitchen every day. So let's go make this beautiful garden tart. Come on. Okay guys, so what I've got here is I've got some puff pastry that I've thawed out. I just laid this in a pie plate. You could do this a couple of different ways, but this is how I'm going to do it today. I've got some green onions here, or spring onions. You need 2 of these. You need 2 spring onions. You need some zucchini. This is just a fabulous variety. Tomato, 2 eggs, half a cup of cream, some Parmesan cheese, some mozzarella cheese, and I've got Wild Tree's smoked mozzarella and tomato blend that I'm rehydrating in this. Just some warm water, some salt and pepper, and you're good to go. So I'm going to get the veggies all prepped and show you how I put this together. Super easy. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, so this is how easy it is. I have my zucchini cut up, and look at these. These are fun. They've got a scalloped edge around them. They don't get seedy until they get really big, and they've just got a real nutty flavor. So I took my tomato and cut that top off, and then so your little tart doesn't end up too soupy, you want to get your finger in the seed holes and get out all the excess seeds and moisture. I've got my 2 eggs beaten up with a half a cup of heavy cream. I'm going to slice. I've got some big handful of fresh basil out of the garden I did a chiffonade on. I'm going to slice these tomatoes a good 1/4 of an inch thick. I want them nice and thick, maybe even more than a 1/4. Enough to go over the top of this. And we'll do 1 more just to get that end off. And that'll be cook's treat here in a second. Make sure all your pieces, all the seeds are out. So if you see some that has some seeds in there, go ahead and take those out. Okay, so you're gonna start layering your tart up. So you want your mozzarella down, and this is about, you're gonna use at least a cup to a cup and a half. Want a nice big fat layer of cheesy, creamy mozzarella down there. I wouldn't use fresh for this one necessarily. Then you want some Parmesan cheese, a nice salty layer of that. That's why we're not going to salt this. I think that Parm and the mozzarella has plenty of salt. So got that layer. And we're going to lay our herbs down here. And I put some fresh thyme and basil together. I just felt like this was going to be a fabulous mixture. Let's grab me a way to get these up. Your onions, and that was 2 scallions, or green onions, sorry. Spring onions, not scallion. And then what I'm going to do with my cream mixture is I'm going to go ahead and add my little bit of rehydrated smoked mozzarella and tomato blend. This is also Wild Tree. This makes a beautiful dip for a party. Then I've got about, we're just going to hand measure, about a tablespoon of Wild Tree's Absolutely Onion Blend. This tastes like a sweet Vidalia onion. And I'm just going to mix that in my cream mixture and let that kind of get acquainted. Okay. Now we're going to start arranging the zucchini. And want enough to cover the tart. Look how pretty that is. Woo. Oh my goodness. We'll put one big one here in the middle. How pretty. Oh my gosh. And then I do want to make sure I get some pepper in this. I've got some cracked pepper. We'll put that in the cream as well. About a half a teaspoon really is all you need. Okay, now my tomatoes. I'm gonna put these beautiful fresh tomato. These are absolutely outstanding. Delicious. And then maybe, just for kicks and giggles, we'll put one of those like that. And now what we're gonna do, because we're just about ready, we're gonna pour this creamy, eggy mixture right over the top. Let it just sink right in. And then all the nooks and crannies of those tomatoes. And tell me that doesn't sound and look outstanding. Oh. And then we're gonna top it with some more parm. And it's gonna go in a 400-degree oven until it's just all melted and delicious, and cook through about 40 minutes, actually. If it starts browning too much on the top, you know, adjust what you're doing. And then I'm gonna take these layers of excess puff pastry and just pull it right over the top there. And there you go. There's my tart ready to go in the oven. I'll bring you back when I pull it back out. Oh, yum. All right, guys, there's our end result. And doesn't that look fabulous? I am so excited to try this. I can't even tell you. Very exciting. It smells amazing. I love puff pastry. It's all crispy. And I went ahead and sprinkled a little bit of mozzarella, just a little bit, to get those little brown edges on the pastry. It just adds a little more character. Okay guys, so here it is, and it's still steaming hot, but I just want to show you what the puff pastry is, just crispy and flaky. Get a bite of that with the tomato. Hot. Yum. Wow. It's really light. The bottom got crispy as well. And really and truly, you should let this set up and become just room temperature. I just couldn't wait, and I've got to take this to work, so I need to skedaddle. All right, so I'm going to have one more bite with the mozzarella and all the cheese at the bottom, and I'll let you move on with your day. Wow, outstanding. The zucchini has still got a little bit of bite to it, so the vegetables aren't just water and mush. The cheeses just make this extra rich and creamy. So I truly hope this inspires you to try, maybe step outside the box and try something new. This is delicious. It's an easy way to use up your summer garden vegetables, and treat your friends to a nice, delicious, light lunch. All right, guys, as always, I hope I see you next time. God bless.